I'm back at it again with the live streams. I haven't done them in a couple of days and I missed it. So I thought I will be back here and answering y'all's question. As I said and mentioned in my last live stream, I've been getting a lot of new subscribers. I'm so excited. So I want to welcome y'all, and I know a lot of you have a lot of questions and it's so hard for me to get to y'all. So I want to do this live stream and hopefully answer not all, but most of the questions that you guys have been asking on my social media. So, and also we're also going to get into three myths, three myths that's out there about building bigger glutes. So I think that I want to bust some myths. So I'm going to do that today. And I also want to let you guys know that if you haven't joined my 5-week glute focused workout program, you can still join. Ladies, if you're lost in the gym, don't know what diet to eat and to follow, don't know what exercises to do in the gym, how to put the exercises together, what type of compound movements to do, what type of isolated exercises to do, and all of that, don't you worry. I just came out with a 5-week glute focused workout program that's called Glorious Glutes. It is the first link in the description, or you can go to gloriousglutes.com to read more about it. It's a workout program that you have to follow each day. It comes with videos, examples of the exercises, and not only you get this amazing program that basically tells you everything that I did, it does tells you everything that I did and I'm still doing to build my glutes bigger. It is for heart gainers, if you are having a hard time gaining weight, or if you want to lose some body fat as well. It's for all women out there that want to achieve their dream body. And it also comes with 5 amazing bonuses, such as an ab guide, an upper body guide, a motivational guide, a cookbook, and a private females only Facebook group, my favorite of them all. So if that sounds interesting to you, you should click the first link in the description or go to gloriousglutes.com. Also, let me know if you have any questions. I will be answering them all here about the program, or if you have any fitness related questions, I will answer them all right now. So don't hold back. Don't hold back. Oh, you hear that? Oh, I see some people here. What is up? How are you guys doing? Hola. You're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you guys doing? Have you been crushing your fitness goals so far this year? All right. Bella says, how are you? I'm good, thank you. So let's get into the first myth there is about building bigger glutes. The first and most common myth about building bigger glutes. All right, let me just put this down. I'm just drinking some Rebellion. All right, so I'm gonna do a little Q&A in between the myths that I'm gonna tell you guys today. All right, so the first myth is that, ladies, haven't we all heard, oh my god, you got a squat booty, or you have to do squats to get nice glutes, and you look and they're like, oh, what a nice squat booty, how much do you squat, blah 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 blah. Listen, there's no such a thing as a squat booty. You will not achieve a big booty. You'll get somehow some size from doing squats, but squats alone won't give you big glutes, big nice glutes. This just won't. They will make your glutes bigger, but not as you probably want them, because squats are more quad focused. So if you're not trying to get massive quads from doing squats only for your booty, then don't only do squats for your booty. It's a myth that squats will give you that peach booty, that Kim K booty, okay? Because it won't. Squats is a compound movement, so it does work all your glutes, but it's more quad focused. Actually, squats work almost every muscle in your body, your abs, your calves, your back. So many muscles goes into doing a squat. So I love doing squats and I highly recommend doing squats, but squats alone just won't give you the results that you really want. So that's the first myth, okay? Squats alone won't give you a nice bubble booty. All right, let's do some questions. Emily says, I'm going to the gym my first time tomorrow. What workout should I do for my glutes and legs? What workouts to build them? Okay. Okay, Emily, you're new to the gym, so you have to. It's very hard for me to just tell you what to do and be like, good luck. When you join a new gym, you have to make sure that, or if you join a gym and haven't been going for a while, you have to make sure you get a really good warm up for not to get injuries, because now when your body is still getting used to going to the gym, you have to be really aware of not injuring your body. So make sure you get a really good warm up. And I also recommend that you do glute activation exercises before your compound movements. And then you have to do compound movements, like do some big lifts such as squats, lunges, reverse lunges, curtsy squats, hip thrusts, split squats, and so on. Once you're done with your compound movements, then you can move on to your isolated exercises. But listen, it was Emily, right? Listen, Emily, I would really want to help you more, and the only way that I know how to is if you are joining my program, just because I put everything that you need to know to build nice legs and a bigger booty. It is all in the program. It is all breaking down in the program. It literally tells you everything you need to know, from what diet. Because Emily, don't forget that diet is the most important thing for building bigger muscles, bigger glutes, and so like on whatnot. Like diet, you have to get your diet in order. So if you don't know how many calories to consume, what foods to eat, and all of that, don't you worry. I break it all down in my workout program. For not to mention, I tell you all the exercises you have to do and what order to do them, and there's videos examples in the program that tells you how to perform the exercises as well. So Emily, you can do it on your own, of course. I do post a lot of free content on my YouTube channel, but if you want guaranteed results, make sure you're doing it the right way without going to the gym for months frustrated and not getting any results, you should join my program. And once you get that information and learn what I did in the program, you'll always have that, like once you know how to build muscles, you will always have that. So if that sounds good to you, or if you just want to read more about it, you can click the first link in the description or go to gloriousglutes.com. But yeah, let me know if you have any more questions about that. Lani says, I've been working out for a few months and I feel like I haven't seen any changes. Seriously, you're my inspiration. It could be because of a lot of things. Hold on. It could be because of your diet, because you're not doing the right exercises, because you're not lifting heavy enough, because that you are resting too much in between the sets. What else? Like there's so many things that could be the reason why you aren't seeing results, because you're not doing progressive overload and all of that. Like there's so many things that could like affect that you're not seeing any results. So make sure like yeah, try to find out like what it is. Like if you're like, do you keep adding on more weight? Like are you challenging yourself? Are you keeping short amount of rest in between your sets? Are you doing big movements, or are you lifting heavy enough? Like are you doing the right exercises? Try to like ask yourself these questions and try to find out what it is that makes you not see results, or like are you having the right diet? Again, girl, if you want it all laid out for you, you don't have to no longer figure it out on your own or guess what to do. You should join my 5-week glute focus workout program. It literally teaches you everything you need to know to build bigger glutes or just muscles in general. And one of the bonuses with the program is a private females only Facebook group, and you can ask all the questions that you want and I will answer them all. We're already a lot of girls in there, and it's literally like the best thing. And we like hold each other accountable, and yeah, we're just learning a lot. A lot of the ladies in there are like learning a lot, because a lot of other girls are like asking questions and I'll be answering them, or like other comes with input, and so we're all like learning at the same speed. You have some amazing glutes. Thank you. What's your favorite exercise for building your glutes? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me just catch my breath. So, whenever I get that question about what is your favorite exercise for building bigger glutes, I could just be like, oh, this is the exercise. Good luck. You know, or I tell you my favorite exercise, and you go to the gym and you do this exercise over and over again and you aren't seeing any results. And you're like, what the heck? Bella told me to do this exercise, so why am I not seeing results? Like, what's going on here? Like, you have to remember there's so many things that goes into building bigger muscles, such as you have to get your diet in order. You have to do warm-up and glute activation exercises for your glutes. You have to then do the big movements, do the right big movements after each other, because you don't want to do 3 big movements that all are focusing on the quads, right? And then you have to do isolated exercises, and then you know there's so many things that goes into building bigger glutes. So to take that into consideration, I will tell you my favorite one, and that is hip thrust. Hip thrust is my favorite glute building exercise. But if you just go to the gym and do hip thrust and expect your booty to grow without having everything else in order, like, you won't see any results. That's why it's so important to make sure that you have a complete understanding of how to build bigger glutes and muscles in general. That's why I came out with the program, because I kept getting so many questions about building bigger glutes or just muscle in general. It was so hard for me to like every single time explain it the right way and for them to understand. So if you're lost and don't know how to build your glutes bigger, or just muscles, or just how to get in shape, how many calories to eat, what foods to eat, and all of that, you should join my 5-week glute focus workout program. It is the first link in the description, or go to gloriousglutes.com. But I hope that answered your question. And I also hope you understand. Emily says, Lene Fuentes, hang in there. I feel the same way, and I finally got tiny results. I believe in you. What do you think about lunges? I think lunges are great. Like, literally, lunges are a good exercise. I do them a lot. Good glutes on guys, yes or no? Yes, of course. Of course. Like, why not? Like, no, of course. What foods do you eat after working on legs and glutes? So my diet is tailored to me. So what works for me might not work for you. So just keep that in mind. I make sure to, cause when I work out, you know, your glycogen level and like it gets depleted, and you wanna like, you know, consume some carbs and protein and whatnot. So let's make sure I drink BCAAs right after my workout, and then I get some carbs and some protein. It could be like brown rice with like chicken, or like, you know, a little bit of feta cheese if you want, like, and like some greens and vegetables. It could be like something like that. So many questions. All right, who's ready for myth number 2? Who's ready for myth number 2? Type 2 in the comment section and hit that like button if you want myth number 2, and I'll explain you why, and so you can avoid them. Type 2 in the comment section if you want myth number 2. Oh, Bella says 2. And a name I can't pronounce says 2. Start Coach says 2. Emily says 2. All right. Okay. So myth number 2. This is a catastrophic myth. I'm just saying, catastrophic myth. And the reason why most of us ladies aren't making any gains either. It is, you've been reading all these magazines, right? Or you might have seen it somewhere else, that they recommend that you lift like any weights with like a low weight, and you have to do all these repetitions to get nice toned arms. So you have to lift a light weight, do lots of do lots of sets and reps. That's what I was supposed to say, to be able to build those nice and toned arms, nice toned and sexy arms. That's what they really say. And I was reading this magazine not too long ago, and I was like, wow, they are really lying to all these women. Listen, ladies, if you want to get that celebrity look, if I can say so, or like Hollywood look, or like even the models from Victoria's Secret, they lift heavy. You have to lift heavy for your muscles to grow. If you aren't lifting heavy, you're doing those baby weights, doing so many reps and sets, your body won't change at all. Like at all. And you'll be putting all this work in lifting, and you'll be staying in the gym forever. Forever. And you don't want that. You gotta lift heavy for your body to change, and that goes with arms, legs, abs, glutes, and whatnot. If you want to make a muscle bigger, you have to add a certain amount of stress to the muscle, a certain amount of weight to the muscle for it to fatigue, break down the muscle tissue. Once it repairs itself, you have to break it down for it to repair itself. And when the muscle tissue repairs itself, that's when it grows stronger and bigger. Get that? I'll try to really like break it down in detail. So as you can see, a lightweight won't do that. It won't break apart the muscle tissue at all. That means you won't see any results. You'll be spending hours in the gym for completely no reason. No reason at all. So, ladies, you have to lift heavy, and all you have to do is do in between like 8 to 12 reps in like 3 to 4 sets of each exercise, and you will see good results. So that's the myth that most fitness women's magazines tells you. you just have to lift a little weight and do lots of reps and sets. That is not true. It's a lie. It's a lie. Let's take some more questions before we get into the third myth. Third myth. I need a drinking break. While I'm taking my time to drink some of this, you guys, just ask away if you have any questions. Oh, Emily says, okay, thank you so much. I will have to start saving up for you program. All right, Emily, just let me know. Let me know also if you have any questions. Bella says, how tall are you? So I'm 5'6" and a half. 5'6" and a half. Elizabeth says, I'm trying to lose 50 pounds and build up a booty. Would your program help? And will I see results if I do it from home, not gym? And yes, my program will teach you either how to build muscles or how to lose weight. So you can't do the same, you can't do both at the same exact time. So you have to pick one first. I would recommend that you first lose off some of that body fat that your body may hold on to, and then you should start your micro bulk and start building muscles. And so it's kind of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and like that you'll see really good results in just like a couple of weeks. But Elizabeth, yes, you can lose 50 pounds with the program because it tells you in the program everything you need to know about diet and how to count your calories and what foods to eat. And following the program will help you build your glutes and legs nicely. And I do encourage you to go to the gym when following the program, but you don't have to. I made a whole page with alternative exercises for those who want to work out at home. All you need is just a heavy pair of dumbbells and you'll be just fine. Like literally, you'll be just fine. My name is difficult. It's like Renee, but with an L. Oh, Lene. Okay, I got it now. Yes, my goal is to gain weight and muscles. So I think I'm not challenging myself to lift heavier. I would love to join. I need to save the money ASAP. You got it, girl. It's not even that pricey. It's not even that pricey. It's only $47. It's like I'm literally giving it away. Like a lot of workout programs out there is so expensive for no reason. So, but you can read more about the program. There's the first link in the description, or you can go to gloriousglutes.com. I need a drinking break. All right, who is ready for the third myth? The third myth, type 3, just kidding. Type 3 if you are ready for the third myth. And I'll tell you, ladies and guys. I'm just gonna take some questions in between, but type number 3. Evelyn says, I hope we can, and I'm so motivated. Oh, wait, I'm skipping some questions. Evelyn says, I just started the gym and I want to build my glutes. Any advice? Also, I'm 16 years old. Is it okay to lift? And yes, girl. I started lifting when I was 15 years old. 16 is perfect. Perfect. You're ready. Your body is ready to crush it. Okay. So I see a lot of 3s. So, myth number 3. This is also something that I got from the magazine that I was just looking at real quick to see what the magazines were recommending women all over America. So, in the magazine, and I've seen this before too on YouTube, and I call it bro science, when they're just saying something to be saying something, but they don't really know the science behind it, like the real science. But isolated exercises alone won't build your muscles bigger. It will do something, but it's like doing calf raises will make you get a nice teardrop shape, but you have to do big movements such as lunges and squats to get big calves. You get it? So if I only just did cable kickbacks for my butt, I was just like this the whole day, every day, all day in the gym, my booty would never grow the way it has, ever, ever. You have to do compound movements for your muscles to grow. You cannot do isolated exercises only. Isolated exercises is kind of like, if you're competing, if you're a competitor, if you're competing in a bodybuilding competition, right? And by the way, all the bodybuilders do compound movements as well as isolated exercises. They can do more isolated exercises because most of them are on something, if you know what I mean. Like they're taking stuff, like probably taking steroids or something, and they can like grow their muscles bigger by doing more isolated exercises. But isolated exercises is more just to fix your muscle structure, if that makes sense. So if you're a competitor, you compete, you're already nice looking, you have all these muscles, but the judges are like, oh, your hamstrings are not so nice, or like your hamstrings have to be bigger. Then isolated exercises is convenient, because then they can do isolated exercises to make that specific muscle bigger. But isolated exercises alone won't build you nice curves, give you that curvy body that you always wanted. No, it's not true. You have to do compound movements mixed with isolated exercises. So I do my compound movements first, because those are the one that takes up the most energy. And if you're doing isolated exercises first, whenever you go to your big lifts, you're not able to perform with the same energy, and you probably can't lift as heavy. That's why compound movements are so important to do first. So yeah, just to wrap it up, isolated exercises alone won't build you the curves or like the upper body if for guys, or lower body for women that you really want. Let's take some more questions. Rose says, hey Bella, can you give advice on glute activation? I think my glutes are not activated. Whenever I do bridges, I feel more in my back hammies. You know what, this is an excellent point. And I gotten this before about doing a certain exercise and you feel it somewhere else. So as long as you activate your glutes before, let's say you do 3 sets of peeing dog, 10 reps for each leg, superset that with donkey kicks, 10 reps for each leg, 3 sets as your activation exercises before your lifts. And then you go and you do the hip thrust, or like bridges as you call them, and you feel them in your hamstrings and you're like, what the heck? Don't worry, as long as you squeeze the glutes at the top of the hip thrust, if your hamstrings are the one that feels the most pain, that means that you lack strength in your hamstrings. You just gotta keep on going. That strength that you're lacking in your hamstrings are going to catch up. That doesn't mean that you doesn't work your glutes. You most likely work your glutes more. But it's kind of like that example with the pump or the burn. if you don't feel the burn or if you don't get pump, you won't grow muscles, and that's a myth. Your pump is just, what is it called? Lactic acid that goes to the muscle. It has nothing to do with muscle growth. So yeah, if you aren't feeling the burn, it doesn't mean that you aren't working your muscles. Also, am I supposed to foam roll or stretch after my glute workouts? I just leave the gym without either. Yes! Yes! It seems like you know this when you're saying this. You should always foam roll and stretch after your workouts. Always. It helps prevent injuries, and it just helps recovery. It helps with the blood flow. So good for you. Okay, let's see. Let's go up. I skipped some questions, I know. Is cardio best for weight loss? Diet is the best for weight loss. Listen, diet is the best. You have to focus on your diet to lose weight. You cannot out-train a bad diet. So if you're trying to get abs, not because my abs are not like the best either, but like I'm working on it. If you're trying to get abs or slim down for summer, because summer is coming, or just now you want to get results right now, within the next 4 or 5 weeks, diet is the most important thing. You have to be in a caloric deficit. Take your weight in pounds and multiply that by 10, and that's how many calories you should consume a day to lose that extra body fat and be in a caloric deficit. But if you're lost with your diet, listen, ladies, if you're lost with your diet, don't know how many calories to consume, how to count your calories, how to figure out how many calories you should consume for your body and for your goals, because the diet is the most important thing. You want to get your diet in order before anything. I recommend to join my 5-week glute focused workout program. It tells you everything you need to know about diet, how to count your calories, what foods to eat. It comes with a macro guide too. And if you have any questions still about the diet, one of the bonuses to the program that you will get for free is a private females only Facebook group where I will answer all your questions. For not to mention, I'll tell you all the exercises that I do and I did to build my glutes bigger. I break down exactly what you need to do, what exercises to do, what order to do them in, what type of isolated exercises to do as well. It's all in the program, plus it comes with video examples as well. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you are lost in the gym, don't really know what to do, what program to follow, and like how to do certain exercises, I really recommend that you join the program. It is the first link in the description, or you can go to gloriousglutes.com. And when you join the program, not only you get that really amazing ass program that I put together myself, but you will also get 5 amazing bonuses for free, such as a cookbook, an upper body guide, a ab guide, a motivational book, and the private, females only private Facebook group. So if that sounds good to you, you should click the first link in the description or go to gloriousglutes.com. Or if you have any questions, you can go to my Instagram and DM me and I will answer all your questions. So yeah, that will conclude this video. And also, I forgot to tell you out there that my Instagram is the same as my YouTube. Just search Bella Rabic. You need that to be able to ask me questions. So that's that. But yeah, this was so much fun. I really hope that you got something out of these myths. And yeah, this was fun. I hope you guys are crushing it in the gym today. I'm gonna go later. I'm gonna crush it. I skipped the gym yesterday. I felt like my body needed rest. Sometimes you gotta listen to your body. I'm going non-stop lately. So yesterday my body was like tired and I had a headache. So I was like, you know what? This is probably my body telling me, Bella, chill out. So I did. So I'm gonna go crush it today. I hope you do the same. And yeah, See you in the next live stream. Bye.